Right, now let's hope it behaves itself a little bit better than it did last night. Right, off we go, and let's see, get this mission underway, which I don't think is going to be that difficult, but one never knows. It's only a matter of killing some mutants. Okay, the only other thing I was going to do is to get some potions made, but perhaps we'll leave that for now. Right, is this... Hello, my friend. Come on, this is her, and this is Kaya. Kaya? Is that how you pronounce it? I'll stick with her.
Follow me.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So we've got to go to, let's have a look at the map. Down along by here somewhere. Really too far over. Oh, this map sometimes will not budge. Abandoned cliffs. I want the... Alright, I've got a load of... I didn't think it was over here. I thought it was... This is it, Madon. Ah, yeah, it is, yeah, because it's there. Righty-ho, Joe. So we go here first of all. Teleport over. I don't know what place I was thinking of then, but I really thought it was down the other end of the map. So... Doop-a-doop-be-doo.
That must be hundreds of years old. You think we'd have learned by now?
So I'm wondering if any of this lot are
You serious?
They're always hitting on you here.
Out as well, or am I just on my own? Let's have a look.
I'd imagine coming back to the Horde would be a bit different than this.
So... It's a... yes. It's a bit of a mixture, but yes. When I saw first pictures and little sort of videos of it before it was even out, a couple of the little video starts, it looked very much like Skyrim, but it is a mixture. It's a little bit like Fallout because the world's all gone, and it's sort of start up again, population and things, and a bit like Witcher. Yes, there's a mixture of all of 2 or 3 games in this. There's 1 or 2 little sort of niggly things perhaps it's just me, you know, with it. But mainly it's turning out to be a pretty good game. There's plenty to do in it. And very open world. Though I did say at the start, when I was first playing it, it didn't look, because it was sort of advertising itself as you can go the go anywhere world right from the start. But I think I did make a comment on one of my earlier broadcast streams that the go anywhere thing is not quite 100%, because there are places where you can't get through because you're so low level, and you're just running away from everything, you know, when obviously trying to kill stuff helps you get along better, or killing stuff helps you get along better. But it relies quite heavily on, you know, these little missions that you have to do. And some of them are a little bit obscure. You've got to really dig around before you get to what you're going to, you know, what you're going to actually do. Now, I'm presuming that that thing wandering about down there is perhaps what I've got to kill. See, I'm not sure if I haven't missed here somewhere the fact that, if I remember from last night here, a conversation I had with one of the chappies up there in that little settlement said that they would come, we will come and back you up and help you fight these mutants that are supposedly being a nuisance. But as you can see at the moment, I'm on my own. So I might have had to have gone back and spoken to somebody again. Right, come on, so where was he then? There he is. Right, two of them. Well, there's two of them and two of us, so we should be okay. Let's get some health up a bit. And another lot. Right. This is quite a turnaround from how the game is to start with, because when you start off you're so basic, no armour and hardly any. I think you start off with a metal pipe or something. I mean, you can very soon pick up, I mean, right at the beginning I pick up a bow and just a handful of arrows are scattered about. But I actually didn't start using ranged weapon until fairly recently. Once you get to a certain level, first level is level 15, you then can up your character to a warrior, and then when you get to level 25 you can up your character to a Paladin, which is what I have managed now to get up to, but it's taken a long time. It's very slow levelling up. I never thought I'd get to level 15, let alone level 25. Well, I think I'm level 27. It takes a really long time to do. Anybody who hasn't played this game, doesn't know this game and is interested in it, my one piece of advice to you would be, please persevere. Don't chuck it down, because you will keep dying, you know. But please persevere, because it is worth it. as you see, now I've got to this level I am, those 2 mutants there, you can kill them out with just a couple of swipes, whereas before I would have had to have run away from them because I wouldn't have been able to have touched them. So, you know, it does get a whole lot better. The biggest thing is do the missions and the little quests and things that you're asked to do, and try and level up as soon as possible. You have to also choose a group to join. I hope I'm not saying any of this that everybody already knows. If you do, just tell me to shut up. No. But like I'm always saying as well, I sort of do this to try and give people an insight into what you know, what the game's like. There are quite a few people that come and say, "Oh, I think I might buy this now I've seen how it's played."
No.
And that's basically what what I'm liking to do, is just try to give you a little bit of an insight into it, so perhaps you can make up your minds whether you know, want to get it or not. Right. Yeah, so the main advice is persevere, and then just slog away until you get your thingy up, and also choose a group you want to join. And I chose the Berserkers because I did feel in a little way that the game was pushing me in that direction, because they are the first ones you... Hang on, let me have a look here. Did I think something? The Berserkers are the first ones that you actually come into contact with. And they, I don't know, they're probably the best ones to go with. They're the ones that you can build up to, you know, if you like to have a strong character that can have the heavier weapons and the more powerful weapons. But it's always a matter of choice, and this is why, you know, you can play this game over second, third or fourth time and go for a different faction to join each time, and that will possibly make the game a little bit different each time. And also pick up everything you see, because a little look out the window, because it is in some cases a very not essential thing to do, but a really good thing to do. Then, you know, when you can get up to making things or enhancing stuff, you have got the stuff to do it with, though you have got people you can buy from. At the moment I am trying to, that's what I'm trying to go after, that bit. I'm trying to get myself a complete set of Paladin armour. At the moment I could only afford the top because it's quite expensive, and your finances don't always mount up that quickly either. So you have to find things to do to earn yourself some cash and earn yourself some experience points.
Be careful!
One thing I do like with this is the controls are they're easy to do. Everything is very easy to get into and look at. And the fighting bit is also not difficult. Just basically, as you see, get yourself a decent weapon and just whack everything you come against. There are still one or two enemies here and about that I do still avoid. But that one down there, I can get him, so we might go down there because there's also some stuff down there that's, you see stuff like that. It's usually, there's usually something with it. See what there is. Is there anything to pick up here? Sleeping bags you can sleep in, beds and sleeping bags. There's loads of them around. You'll always find a sleeping bag or a bed somewhere, and that will obviously, you sleep until however long you want to. That will replenish your health and stuff. Well, don't say there's nothing down here. Is it only a sleeping? Well, that is weirdo. Normally there's much more stuff. Sometimes you can pick things up, sometimes you can't. See that hatchet and things there? Another time I would be able to pick it up. Okay, so we're not having any joy, and that is very unusual, unless I've already been here and I forgot. I don't think there's many parts of the map I haven't sort of had a little look around at as soon as I was of a strong enough level to do so. The only place I haven't gone is right up to the top north, because that is more going to be towards the final end of the game. I think the final boss battle is obviously going to be up there. But at the moment we are just sort of fidgeting around. Here we are. It's incredible how easy these are now. Electronic strap, where was that? There we go. And there's iron ore, and you also will find it very handy, practically right at the start of the game, when you go to a place called the pits, and it's where the Berserker clan, the ones that I have joined, in the first town you come to, which is Goliath, they throw all technology away. Because there was technology before the world was devastated and got in this state. This is actually one of the ones that Lot wanted me to kill. Oh my gosh, he's done already. Thought he'd be, yes. I need to do 3 of those then by the look of it. So that's 1 down and 2 to go. Now what I was going to say was, right by the town of Goliath. Is that another one there? Yeah, look, oh my god, there's going to be 2 of Whoa. Oh, whoa. It came in too quick before I could replenish any health. I should have saved as well before I started on them. So let's see where we've got to go back to. Now going back to what I was saying was, there's this place just outside Goliath town where they put all the technology. They're supposed to take all the Elex out of the technology that it's supposed to be in there and take it to their town and convert it into mana that will then enable the Berserker clan to use magic. I haven't bothered much with the magic. But in that place there is a jackhammer. And when I picked it up, because there's lots of bits of scrap to pick up, when I picked that up, first of all, I got rid of it. But you don't get rid of it, you hang on to it, because then you can do the mining when you find these clumps of stuff, you know, on the rock, in the rocks and that, you can mine it out. Like there's sulfur and gold and helix and iron. I think that's the 4 things. And they also, you keep them because your inventory is like a bottomless pit. It will hold everything all the time, so you can pick up whatever and not be bothered about overloading. And like I say, I got rid of the jackhammer and then I couldn't do any mining. And the problem is with me, if I don't like going back to places, because half of the time I can't remember where they are. But at the same time, I don't like sort of, you know, missing out on anything that I could get. Okay, so let's see. It might not have been a bad idea to have...
Keep close! Fight together!
Another little trick here I've picked up. Again, I was saying this the other day. When you get an enemy like this, if you can, because when they see you, they start, you know, coming towards you. If you can, get whoever is your companion, get them in between the enemy and you. They will usually attack your companion like he did there, which leaves you free to get around the other side of whatever it is and just whack it to bits, and you don't get hurt so much yourself. So, what's that glowing up there? It would have been nice if I could have waited until the morning. Ah, there we go. Here's a little bit of a mining place, so we can mine that now, you see. There comes the jackhammer, and we're away. Yeah, I should have. Is it worth going back up and waiting for... No, I'm going to get up there after this. Ah ha ha. It would have been better to have done this in the light, and then we could have seen what we were doing more. Ah, we got, hang on, we got iron there. Whoa. Just going back this way. By the time I get there, there we go. Let's bring on the morning. That's better. Better than fumbling about in the... Oh, she's off already. Come on, you. Let's get these other... Ah, you see now there's more over here now to mine. Couldn't see that in the dark. Right. It's always good to take time and have a good look around, because there's usually bits and pieces in little corners, and also like the bits that are growing that you can take. You use them in chemistry and alchemy to, when you're, you know, over level that you can. You've got these attributes to be able to.
Thanks for being there. That could have gone badly.
Okay. We can now go back to the castle ruins, I think it's called, and tell them that we've knocked out the things that we've... Oh, look, we've got a sword. Warrior's poison sword, too. Look at that. You see? I was going to bypass that. I thought that was just a twig growing out of the tree. So see how easily you can miss things too. So poison sword, let's see if we can use that one. That's a two-hander. Right, so yet not enough dexterity. I need 9 more ability points, which you get from the attributes. You get 10 attributes every time you level up. But when you get to a certain level, which I think I was trying to work it out last night, I had 13 attribute points because I just leveled up and there was a couple left over from before. But it only did me a couple of ability points. At the start it's 1 attribute, 1 ability. Then when you get up, I think when you get up to level 15, it's something like 2 attribute points to 1 ability, and now I think it's 5 to 1. So this is what I'm saying, it's now very slow on all this levelling up and, you know, getting your abilities up, because even if you do 1 level, which is 10 attributes, your ability, as you can see there on one of those I wanted, was it 9 or something like that, I'd have to level up about 5 times, which is a hell of a long way to go. But like everything, it's worth it in the end. Okay, now am I going up these steps? I don't think, no, because my little pink marker is not in the right area. Okay, healing potion there and gold. These little bloody blotches, they will yield you up some useful things most of the time. Okie doke, so I think we were going right then, weren't we, going in here? Whoa. Right, chest I did. Let's go out here. So that wasn't where I thought it was, but we need to go over to the left a little bit, I think. when we can. I could teleport over to the, is it the castle ruins that I've just done that mission for? But again, if there's anything around, you will miss it, and you also need to go on foot at times, because you need to get some fighting going. You won't find anything to fight, obviously, if you just teleport from one point to the next. It's a quick and easy way of travel, but it doesn't always help you. Just helps to get from point A to point B, but no good in some respects. That's where I want to go up there. See if I can get up there, and then I can rocket over, jetpack over the wall. This is a very handy little thing in this game. You haven't got this jetpack on you when you first start. You pick it up very quickly at the beginning of the game, but you mustn't miss it, because otherwise I can't see that there's a place.
Of a long-gone civilization.
I can't see that there's a place to get another one from if you don't pick up, you know, pick up when you first get in the area where it is. I mean, I didn't see it at all, but it obviously came up on the screen to pick up the jetpack, which it did. And so in a way, it's not going to be difficult to miss it, but you could miss it if you did not obviously go. But then again, having said that, to get out of the start of, you know, to get out into the world map, you have to go through this. It's obvious, isn't it? You have to go through it. I think I'm rambling a bit. Best to stop and more get to you cannot fall because you've only got limited supply of energy on this rocket pack
He's
thing.
joined us.
So you have got to try and make sure that you've got a ledge nearby to land on, because if you fall, you die. And even if you're sort of jumping without actually using your
They're always hitting on you here.
jetpack, you will also die if you're
Are you serious?
too far off the ground. Okay, now I don't know whether to, which one should we, there's 3 main characters here to talk to, or there was. They all seem to have disappeared. So let's go to the office. If I can find it again, I'm not sure where it is. It was upstairs, wasn't it? Where's the stairs? There we go. Hang on, who are you? No, can't talk to you. It's no good to talk to them. They're minions. They are characters of little importance. poor old workers. Okay. Come on, now where's Matey with his... Oh, is that up another lot? Oh. Did I go out here? I can't remember. It looks, oh yes I did, I think. Right. Looks like the crew's quarters. Can't go through there. Well, come on, where did the... I felt sure that chappie was... I thought he was... Well, I could have sworn he was up here. I'm going to have to check the map. Get some pointers on it. Yeah, let's see. Right. So let's go to the mission. Oh no, mission's done. Come on. Look at it again, don't mess about. These are all the ones. Right, so I'm not getting any more. The supplier. Balder, that's in the other place. So this isn't going to tell me, unless it's already on here, which it's not. Come on, where's the blasted boss here?
I wonder what this place used to be.
Goodies, and an unlocked box as well. So you know, I wasn't going to go in here. Good job I did. So I say you shouldn't really bypass anything, even if it doesn't look very inviting. Right, nothing else up here. Oh, hang on, there's a bit of food. So one other thing I've just been thinking on. You also pick up a cultivator's bow, which if you sort of are into your ranged weaponry, that is the very first type of bow you get. It is there also in the very first area of the game. Very easy to find. Well, when you go into the town itself, they've got like these watchtowers by the gates, or covered walkways as well. It's very handy to climb the ladder up to these towers, because there's usually arrows up there, And again, because you're on the start of the game, you've probably got no cash to go and buy anything with. So you're relying on pickups. And if you check out these towers in the town, there's not that many of them, I don't think.
I know who you're talking about.
They yield 5 arrows at a time. So if there's, say, like 4 of these towers, it's like 20 arrows. But be aware that if there's anybody up there, and they see you take anything, or this applies to anywhere,
for a reason.
if you see anything that like
Most
says,
of
it
them
might
annoy
say
me.
arrow,
All
and then
of
it
them annoy
might
me.
say next to it in red, forbidden, you can take it if there's nobody about, but make sure there's nobody about to see you. If they do, like here, right, forbidden, it's a recipe, which is very, very handy to have. Right, there's a drone over there. If it stays over that side and they're walking away, I can very quickly pick this up. Nobody will see me. And the nugget. If you do get caught, they will sometimes attack you, or they will shout like thief or criminal or something like that, and you have to go and pay a fine. If I do, on 1 or 2 occasions, find that I've been caught, I just... Oh my God, sorry, I heard a noise. I wonder what it was. It's rain. Whoa. On the occasions that I have been caught, I have let myself get killed because it's easier, and then you can restart from a save place that... oh, come on, I want you to climb up there. You ain't going to do it. That's better. Whoa. There we are. I want to get that one there. Right, I think they were too far away to see what I was doing. But it's easier, if you do get caught, I think, to let yourself just get killed. Whoa, something's happening here. This is tremendous. It's not rain, it's hail. Oh my God. It looks like it's snowing. Whoa. It is snowing as well. That is fierce. My goodness. The roof across the way is already white. That didn't take long. Oh well, that's part of our Arctic weather that they were promising us. Let's just hope our roof don't leak. It's got a tendency to do so sometimes because we're in an old building.
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be.
The
Get
roof
something to drink
needs
first.
attention.
We have to do
Whoa!
something.
You want to cross him? You're crazy.
Oh my God. This is awful.
Are you serious?
Sorry folks, it's probably of no
Is she
interest
really
to you
so
at all,
gullible?
but
It can't end like this.
that is
They're
fierce,
always
that
hitting
thing
on
right
you.
there. Yow.
No. There are rules for a
Okay.
reason.
Not
I've
like
just
that.
got to go and get a drink because I'm really thirsty. Too much talking.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments. They'll land you in it.
I need the shards. It's as simple as that.
It can't end like this.
I know who you're talking about.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments. They'll land you in it.
You want to cross him? You're crazy.
No. There are rules for a reason.
Most of them annoy me. All of them annoy me.
It can't end like this.
Not like that.
The coward just ran away. Some people are saying he should be sent into the
Get something to
wilderness
drink
and left
first.
there for that. Don't listen to those sorts of comments. They'll land you in it.
I know who you're talking about.
No. There are rules for a reason.
I need the shards. It's as simple as that.
I just can't believe that.
They're always hitting on you here.
Well.
Whoa, everything is white.
I know
it's
who
just
you're
like it
talking
snowed,
about.
but that wasn't snow really. That was hail.
Don't listen to those sorts of comments. They'll land you in it.
I need the
I
shards.
get going
It's
to
as
get all
simple as
excited
that.
if I see snow, because we haven't had snow for
It can't
goodness
end
knows
like
how
this.
long.
They're always
So used
hitting
to
on you
having
here.
snow in the winter from when I was a youngster. Because where we used to live, it would
I just
snow
can't
like
believe
mad.
that.
We were really sort of, lived in a high up place. It was well known for its to have bad winters. Used to love it. Right, let's
Well,
see.
did you find anything? I told you there is nothing out of order here. We keep things tight and ordered here. We live by the rulebook right down to keeping
Okay,
our
I've
storage
had
trunks
to
secure.
If that's the
search
case,
this
then you
place as
won't
well.
mind me inspecting those trunks.
You can check mine, but you'll find nothing but a few pieces of clothing. But please, here, be my guest.
Cost and security code received. Have I looked in his? It would be handy if I knew where his. Is it round here? Round there? Round there? In there? Is that his? Oh. Hang about. It's probably on the card, isn't it? Let's read it. Right. How far down is all right? Something like this. There we go. Last security code. 8195. There we go.
I'm in.
Canned food, bundle of outdoor clothing and soft toilet paper. Do we take it or do we leave it? I'm not going to take his stuff. Leave it. I'll be good. Okay. Right. So the initial mission for this was to come and search it. I was given this search warrant to enable me to come and search here. Because it's possible they are dealing in drugs. Or chems as they're calling them.
Not like that.
But
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be.
not really finding anything.
The chimeras are dead.
Oh, that's the one
All
I
of
got a
them?
report to.
Are
for
you sure?
cameras.
All of them, for sure.
Wow. Maybe Kalan did send you. Perhaps I should believe more.
Okay, so there you go. I've earned myself some money. Shards or Elex, that is
All that technology,
it's
and yet
been
they built
called
such ugly buildings.
is what you use for cash in this game. And I have got, let me check again and see, 2,522. I need 10,000, I think, because I need a helmet and I need some legs. and they're both £5,000 each. So it's going to be a hard slog to get that up to 10,000, though having said that, I've got stuff in my inventory I can sell.
So annoying. So
it
annoying.
Does help your cash levels go up
I just
quite
can't believe that.
dramatically if you've got the right stuff. Okay, so I think, am I finished here? I think I am. So I will go to Ignadon. This is the Ignadon region. This is the clerics region. If you want to join the clerics, you've got to be able to get up to this part of the map before you can. I think probably when I finish this, I will restart and start all over again and try for
Let's do this.
another faction, just out of curiosity, because I think it's going to be a while before I'm finished here. Let's get some. So what else I need to do as well is, instead of using all my health potions, I can use some of the stuff I've made. Right, wood lice soup is good for resisting radiation. Bone marrow is just good for health and armor. Steak again is for health and your attack strength. I might take one of those. I might use one of those. All of these soups that I've made are good for something. See, cooling bread soup is resistant fire. This is poison resistant. The wood lice soup is made through getting the lice meat, which is these little things are crawling on the ground, and I mean, you know, you think to yourself, I'll leave them alone, they ain't worth anything, but that's where you have to kill them to get your thing if you want to make radiation resistant potions or, well, food. I'm not hitting him half the time. Come on, hit him. Whoa! That was a bit better experience at 162. There is an ability that I think I've probably got to give yourself a few more experience points than normal for killing things, which that's quite a helpful little item to get yourself buffed up with. Yes, hail. It was fierce, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't think you got any leaks.
Not enough yet. Probably getting there.
Don't want any at all. Okay. Right, so here's another bit. Oh, actually, I've got a bit of enough on me, have I? I'm just put coffee in. Yeah. Okay. Right, what are we doing here? We always supposed milk this dried. This. quite well on her own. Ah. See, all these teeth, all the teeth and claws and stuff that we get out of these kills, that's the sort of stuff that you can go and sell. And that's the way you make your money up. Like dining knife and cigarettes and stuff. Whoa. Potions. See, some of these things you can't hardly see. Right. So now folks, I've not really any notion where I'm going. I'm just, this is what I'm finding you need to do quite a bit in this game, is just wander about, find stuff to kill. And things to pick up. Okay, so let's see how's my level going. I'll have to check my level, which is this one. So I'm not too bad for, I'm about 3/4 along level 27 towards level 28. I think the Paladin level is the highest level you can go, I think. So we just plod on and plod on and just build ourselves up, basically. I had that little mission to do. See, what I would really like here now is have loads and loads of... See, now him over there, I won't even attempt. He's disappearing into the rock. I would not even attempt to challenge him at the moment. So though we're okay for a fair percentage of these enemies, the trolls and giant doodads walking about are yet still a little bit out of our reach. So, if I come down through here already, I think I have, haven't I? Climb. I want to climb in the cart for. I think I do. So, I don't think there is anything around here. This one is. No, perhaps I came down from this side. No. Right. So. I wonder if he's hiding behind that rock. He probably is. I think what I might do is go back to Goliath. Just keep an eye on where he is. There he is, he's over there.
And from this
make up
one
some
place
potions,
came fire
sell some bits that I
death
might have enough
and
to at
madness.
least get another piece of armor.
Ah, the comet's crater.
This whole world is a
Whoa. There we go. Always loot everything you kill. Don't leave anything behind. This is another one of my likes. has for me this game, because I'm
Not
a
good.
dreadful
Not
pack
good
rat.
at all.
I will carry, and keep anything I come across in any game I've played, and I do so hate it when it gets to you're overweight, you can't walk, you can't run, your inventory's full, or some such thing that sort of comes up on the screen at you. And it really is against everything I like when I have to dump stuff because there's nowhere else to put it, or ignore stuff, don't pick it up. Oh, that's heartbreak for me, that is. Oh, actually, is there a... No, there's not, is there? I could have a sleep because trying to conserve my health potions. But I think it might be a good idea to just trot off back to Goliath. I'm just going to get my coffee. See what a telepathic husband I've got. He'd come up and he was going to make coffee. He's beginning to be known as the telepathic husband. Oh my God, that's better. Talk too much, you see, and then my mouth gets too dry. That's why. I've always got to have a cup of coffee. Because you'll start to burn, get too close to the lava. I was just going to be nosy and go up this tower here. Whoa. There's the ladder. There we go. There we are, we got some goodies up here. Oil lamp to sell. Energy reserve I will keep. Mugs will sell if I can pick them up. No. Weird. Nothing else. Cigarette? Normally I can pick up cigarettes. So, well, a couple of little goodies there, nothing too fan-dabby-dozy, but better that there was a couple of little bits up there rather than I got up there for nothing. What the hell's in there? Oh, meat. Yeah, so my original plan was to shoot off back to Goliath, wasn't it? But I do actually... Oh my God, I didn't realise he was there. Come on. Yo! Ah! You bugger. There's a little doodad over there crawling about on the ground. See? They are extremely vicious. And I need like I think I've got a rocket launcher. A rocket launcher and a nuke. That's about the only thing that'll stop them in their tracks. But having said that, he's dead there. Oh, excuse me. Should I chuck a few grenades at him? he ain't gonna. Didn't get him, did it? Oh no, that's not enough. No. No, 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 no. Come on, put them away. That's what I'm trying to do, put them away. Get some health up together. Now, I was going to have a nice little leisurely stroll back to Goliath. Let's see if we can do it. First of all, we've got to work out what way we want to go. It's quite a way away, isn't it? So I'm going to chicken out and I'm going to fast travel back. Oh. There we go. So first of all, we could possibly see if we can make any potions. You have to start with healing, and and you need wine to get these on the go. And I can only make one. Large healing. I can't make any because of wine, so I'd have to go and buy some wine. Mighty healing, I need wine as well. So there you go. All I've managed to do is just one healing potion. That's better than nothing. Now, he does weapons and armour, but I don't think he will buy. Let's have a look and see. Oh, he
I'd
might.
like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon,
Choose your
we
weapon
can trade.
and we can trade. Yes, perhaps he will. Right, remember to move over to the sell section, otherwise you'll be buying things that you don't want. Let's see if there's anything here. I don't want to sell any of this stuff. Armor. Oh. Scrap scavenger. I can sell that. That is 180. Searcher's amulet, scientist, ring of protection. I've got all these rings. Right, I can't get rid of anything else at the moment because I'm wearing it. Right, so we keep all these first lot. We keep all our soup and the liquor and the energy. Canned food we can get rid of. It's only 4, but every little helps. We keep wine, keep water, apple, cultivator's loaf, raw meat, that cooks up, and woodlice meat, that will make us something. So we've got to get further down the list here before we come to some of the other stuff. So I could possibly sell some of the bits I've been picking up, but then they are going to come in for making other things. So what I want is all the rubbishy bits. Animal fur, will that come in handy for anything? It might do. Tradable if you're happy to deal it in body, but right, we get rid of the ivory and we get rid of the raptor's leg. Ivory plates, we get rid of those. and a stinger. See, we've got 122 claws, so they're 4 Alexa each, so that's 400. 4 2s is 8, 4 2s is 8, 4, 4 8. And then a feather. 137. Teeth, 124, that's 400, 480, 490. Bone, 59. Say if it's 60, it's 120, 120, that's 2, 118. Right, scrap bits I tend to keep, and these bit blocks you keep. I've got 2 jackhammers, so I can get rid of one of those, and they're only worth 20. But it all helps, like I say, at the end of the day. What have I got 2 of here? Logan's notes. Why would I want to sell Logan's notes? Message to France. Map pieces. Hammer, I've got 4. As yet I haven't needed to use a hammer. Medikits, I'm not sure about them at all. Do oil lamps, 12. Broom, fine cup, mug, yeah. You can pick up quite a lot of mugs around on your journeys, and knives and forks and things. A bundle of old. I was selling off this when I got it first of all, but I came across somebody who does take this for you to buy stuff with, and I cannot remember where I found the merchant from. But we hang on to the old money now. We get rid of the car. Blue paper, cigarettes. See, these are quite lucrative. They're only at 1 coin each, but that's 600, which should make my Alexa up over 5,000, which I can then get another piece of. I can then get another piece of my armour. Okay, so I'm just whizzing down through these quickly, because this is now at the bottom of this is all ammo, which I keep. Okay, so we accept a trade on that. Now there's something else I want to do as well before I go and buy my legs. Go back into here and go into
your technology out of sight, or there'll be trouble.
Oh yeah, they don't like you using your. See, this is like a Pip-Boy on your arm from the like Fallout. Okay, so I want. Hang on, I think it's here. No, it's not. Where is it? Somewhere where I can read. There. That's nice. Because there was some with a thingy on there I hadn't read. Couldn't find it. So I suppose the marker to tell me where it was is gone now. Because I've already... Read everything you pick up, because it gives you experience points. Some of them are 10, some of them are 20, some of them are 50. I mean, I had a whole raft of them because I hadn't read them. I just put them in my inventory and left them. But then I cleaned up quite a bit on them when I realised that I got experience points for them. And it was quite a nice little surprise that I could do that. Right, let's see if we can get some legs.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
Yeah. I want Paladin legs. 5,000. So we go with it. There we go. Complete trade.
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
Oh, behave, you lot. There we go, Paladin pants. Value is only 1,000 and I paid 5,000 for them. Never mind. There we go, what do I look like now? Don't look any damn different. Oh. I want some really better armour looking than this. Why have I got... Let's have another look. Oh, they are equipped. Oh well. I'm not as handsome as I thought I was. Now I've got to work out what to do next. Back to the drawing board. Main missions, you see, is I keep going back and talking to that lot. Don't get anything much out of them. Right, this girl is who I've got with me, isn't she? And she is always on the lookout for Elex that is under the ground. So we found 3 places. She just pops up out of the blue to tell me if she's had sort of a second sight into where we could go to find some more. So for the moment we have to leave her. Missions in the desert, fragile power. This seems to be a dead-end quest, whether I have at some point said the wrong or chose the wrong answer in conversation, but it seems to have cut it off dead, which is a nuisance. And this one too. Favour for this wants me to complete some tasks. Well, if I go to him, he doesn't. Let's go again and see. He wants me to do some tasks. He is there. Let's go, because I might as well do that as anything. But I've not got any hope that there will be anything happening here. I feel that if there is anyone that likes this type of game but likes a bit of, you know, a few battles in it as well, then you might be a little bit disappointed. I know as I've got up in level, I'm not sure whether when you kill this stuff, whether it stays dead and doesn't respawn, because there's not the monsters and things about here that there was. So enemies are few and far between, so you know, if you go into this game thinking it's going to be one of these heavy fighting monster games, you will be disappointed.
Talk is cheap. Get out there and get me profits.
Yeah, well, this will be, we'll see that. Now, they don't tell me anything. He's telling me he needs stuff doing, but he's not specifying what. And this is how it's getting with a lot of the ones that I have sort of been able to talk to. Doesn't work like that now. So there was a bomb down here, it's gone now. That's the Big Bang. You have to kill the Big Bang. So now then, if I remember rightly, I think was Mad Bob the one that lived on the scrap heap. I have gone through round these 2 or 3 times, but it doesn't hurt to do it again. Just got to think where he is. Where's my marker? Presume that's it, the orange one. Give up in a bit. This is... Oh, is this not William, is it? It's not Mad Bob.
Hey,
oh, it is
you're
William.
wanted here after your attacks on our people.
Oh no,
Either
not
pay
again.
a fine or face the consequences.
Okay.
I will pay my fine.
The fort is about profit. You need to keep the profit coming in if you're to stay here. Now get out.
So I did something. I must have hit somebody without realising, or I must have stolen something and we found out. Okay, actually I've just had a thought now saying about if you want to stay here. I had a message come up on the screen last night saying that Besser had been under attack. So perhaps I should go there. That would be the Dome City. Right, there's the scrap pile over there, and I think that's where our Bob is. And you mustn't call him Mad Bob, because he gets awful peed off if you do. So... are we nice and polite to him? Not if we can help it. So this is all I get from him. Teach me something.
Teach me something.
It will be done.
I get no other conversation at all, so, and I can't do it because I've got not enough in my finances now. So the next place I'm going to go to then is see what's happened over in Dome City, because I've just remembered now that I got that message saying it was under attack, or it had been attacked or something. Because I know when I went there before there was a load of dead bodies. Let's go and see if we've got the right one. There's my friend there just saying about The Witcher 3. I might pick that up and do it again. What is it on? Is it on PS4? I've got it up around somewhere. Can't see it anywhere. Oh, there we go. Witcher Wild Hunt PS4. Oh, perhaps this isn't the one that was being attacked. It's already had an attack on it, hasn't it?
Go through. It's not like security matters anymore.
No, it was already big fight. Okay, so the next thing I've got to do then is work out what the hell do I do now. This is where this game comes unstuck at times. You're sort of left hanging and you just don't know what to do. Godfrey.
Thank you for making sure we got those mechs. Without them, the outlaws could have taken over the whole city.
Okay. So did something okay for you then? But what else? I have no idea. See if he's very helpful up here.
About the secret society you're looking for in the city.
Have you discovered something? The bounty is still to be claimed.
Right, now I could give the claws because they've moved on. Right, this is where you have to choose, don't you? Do I lie or do I tell him where they are? I think I'll lie. See,
I heard your secret society was just a group of thieves operating from outside the gates.
Is that so? Who found them? And what happened to them?
I did. They tried to attack me. There were only 2 of them, and I managed to kill them. The last one confessed before he died.
Well, I suppose it is possible it was them. We shall see if the thefts go down in the coming weeks. Thank you for the information. As it didn't lead to the capture of these
get the full
thieves,
bounty.
you won't get the full bounty.
Well,
but you are
they've
doing
moved on
reward
from their
nonetheless.
den under the city anyway, so if I'd have told him different it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. They wouldn't be there now. Oh. Well, peeps, what do we do now? Can't do anything much, can we? Haven't even got enough gemstones to put anywhere. Well, I think I might. I don't really want to. Oh man, I'm getting really. I can't hardly keep my eyes open. I need to give this a rest. It's a nuisance, but I will stop here, and then while I'm here on my own fiddling about, later on I might try and find out what I need, where I need to go next, and then I can come back again. So I'm going to say cheerio for the moment. Thank you ever so much for coming and watching. Always appreciate it. I wish you all well, take care, and until the next time, which might be later on today, who knows.